You're tuned into the VSX Digital Sports Network. You're listening to the boss of the big boy, JB the Ticket.
More fire, more heat.
Vegas scoreboard. Turn that shit up.
Sports bettors around the world, you know what time it is. You're rocking with the boss of the big four, JB the Ticket, live from the VSX Digital Studios here in Las Vegas, bringing you some NFL playoff divisional round grease. You could definitely get this game on Fubo TV. Go to VegasScoreboardExpress.com. Click the live link and get 7 days free. JB the Ticket. Follow me on Twitter over at We Beat the Line. Follow the show on Instagram at JB the Ticket. We are getting into a big matchup. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. NFL divisional round is here. Two teams with aging quarterbacks. Which one is going to move forward? Here to talk about it, my main man, Scotty. Beam him up, Webb from the East Coast Sports. Investors in the building with us. How you doing, Scotty?
Hey, JB, thanks for having me on the show, man. I'm doing great and love these games. These are some interesting situations going on this week.
This is what we do. The NFL playoffs are here on VSX Digital Sports Networks. All money, all sport, no bull. And again, you can watch this on Fubo TV. Get 7 days free at VegasScoreboardExpress.com. So we got the two senior quarterbacks in the NFL, two Hall of Famers going head-to-head. Tom Brady versus Drew Brees. It is going to be a matchup of monumentous proportions. Let's get into it. Rotation number 307, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going down to New Orleans, the Big Easy. At rotation number 308, the New Orleans Saints. Now, right now, Tampa Bay looking at the money line, giving you around plus 150 across the board. Rotation number 308, New Orleans, -3. The total, 52. Come on, Scotty. Let's beam them up and get that money.
Well, I tell you, these are two teams that offensively can score points, and the Bucs average about 33 points a game. The Saints 30 points a game. So when you kind of break this stuff down, they've seen each other twice this year. They're in the same division. The Bucs haven't fared too well against the Saints. The first game was 35-24 losers and 38-3 losers. So the Saints have beat them twice, and there's a lot going into this saying, hey, can an 0-2 team beat a team once in a season, or can the team that's 2-0 continue that and sweep them? Looking back on that, only 7 teams since 1970 have been able to do this. And the last time that it's happened was 2008 when the New York Giants won against the Dallas Cowboys, have a team that has been 0-2 been able to actually win that game. So this isn't as hard as it seems to be for the Saints. So the other part of this, we need to get into the defense a little bit, because I think that's what's going to be the separator in this game.
Sunday.
Talking about the quarterback, Tom Brady, last week in the beatdown of the Washington football team. JB the Ticket and Scotty Webb told you to take that -8. It was a low price. Was able to get that -8 in your pocket with Tom Brady. Had an excellent game, 22 of 40, 381 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no picks on the ground. Leonard Fournette was running like a train. 19 carries, 93 yards, average of almost 5 yards a carry, and a touchdown. So when you're talking about a team right now going against a Saints team that has been known to struggle against the rush this season, do you think that Tom Brady, now that he's got Antonio Brown, he's got Mike Evans, they are coming into this game pretty healthy? You got Jason Wirfs in the mention for at least Offensive Rookie of the Year. He has been a stellar offensive line at left tackle, blocking for Tom Brady. I think this team is coming in on all cylinders here, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Go ahead.
Yeah, no question that they're the hot offense, they're the hot team. The question becomes is, what do you think about that 5-game winning streak? So going back over the 5 games, they have beat the Washington football team, the Atlanta Falcons, the Detroit Lions, the Atlanta Falcons again, and then the Minnesota Vikings. So those aren't the stalwarts of the NFL. And the previous to those 5 wins, they played both Kansas City and the Rams at home and lost both of them. Truth is, the Buccaneers have not beat any good teams this season, barring Green Bay. They beat Green Bay once. That's the only team that they actually have a win-to-win record that they beat.
Way to knock the air out of me. Go ahead.
Sorry, but they're a little bit paper tigers here. And one of the things that I like about these is New Orleans. On defense in week 10 through 16, they're holding teams to 196 yards passing and a quarterback rating of 75. And then when you look at what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are doing on that same set of numbers, weeks 9 through 16, they're allowing quarterback rating of 105. They've given up 16 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. So their defense is ranked actually 26th in the league when you take away neutral garbage time situations. Then New Orleans is ranked 4th. So I think what's going to end up happening here, this is going to be a close game. They know each other. Everything's been real good all the way through. But I don't see how the Saints lose this game at home. And I think the Saints can cover the 3 points.
Well, I'm going to tell you one way they can lose this game at home, because they've got a quarterback in Drew Brees. Again, rotation number 308, New Orleans Saints at home versus rotation number 307, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. New Orleans right now -3, Tampa Bay plus 150 on the money line. You're talking about a guy right now, had a great game last week, okay, but he's still playing hurt. 28 of 39, 265 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no picks. He's still playing at a lights-out level. But we also saw Taysom Hill get in the game and do absolutely nothing, okay? He got in for 2 seconds. They pulled him back out and put in Drew Brees. So if Drew Brees gets a hard hit, you got Jason Pierre-Paul. You got these guys coming in from the linebacker core of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is poised to help Tom Brady get back to a championship game, albeit this time in the NFC. So if you happen to have to switch off to Taysom Hill, do you think that it's going to be another Alvin Kamara day? Almost 4 touchdowns last week, a little bit more pedestrian, 23 carries, 99 yards, still had a touchdown. So, again, I do think that there is a chance here, Tom Brady. This might be his final game. I don't think he wants to go out in a non-championship situation here, Scotty.
Well, the reports here in Tampa say that he's signed a 2-year contract, and he's real excited about next year as well. So it sounds to me like he's going to play out regardless of whether he wins or loses this game. My biggest concern, the right guard Alex Kappa last week for Tampa Bay broke his ankle in a game, and they're going to be already down. I think the guy's name is Shipley, who's another lineman. So they're down 2 offensive linemen, and they've already given up 6 sacks to the Saints this year. And the Saints, when they played Tampa Bay, they had no Michael Thomas, a star wide receiver for them, and he's going to be ready to play in this game. So most things, to me, point towards the idea that the Saints are going to win this game. Now, I agree, Drew Brees isn't the most dynamic quarterback. He's actually only 9-8 straight up when it comes to postseason play, and he's 6-10 against the spread. And we all know how Tom Brady is in the playoffs. So, Tom Brady has to do some magical things to make this happen. But, that's not what I do. I bet on what makes the most sense and what logically. And I think the Saints defense does that. And then they have a huge special teams advantage, too, that nobody talks about. Their special teams ranked number 5, and Tampa Bay is 26. They're one of the worst special teams. And that's hidden yardage that you can count on for the Saints that the Bucs have to overcome. So I just think there's a lot. This is a rivalry game. They play each other all the time. They know each other really well. I don't think they're going to get surprised. It's just a matter of who's going to out-hit who and who's going to play the best.
That's what I'm talking about. My main man, Scotty Webb from the East Coast Sports Investor, stopping by the big board today. Want to thank him for that. And again, get a VPN from Strong VPN. I'm giving you 40% off. Go to VegasScoreboardExpress.com. I'm hooking you up. This is a tough one. Rotation number 307, Tampa Bay Buccaneers heading down to the Big Easy. Rotation number 308, the New Orleans Saints. Total is 52. I'm taking the over. It's on turf. It's inside. I think it's going to be a big scoring game. So you know what to do. Grab your bankroll. Head over to East Coast Sports Investors. Click on Scotty Webb and get the money.
You're listening to the boss of the big ball, JB the Ticket.
Vegas Scoreboard Express, giving you that grease.
This football season, stay in the game with Fubo TV. Over 100 live channels, including NFL Network, NBA TV, and FS1. Don't miss any of the action. Get 7 days free on us at VegasScoreboardExpress.com. Don't get cabled, get Fubo TV.